Hello everyone, welcome back to Resident Evil 7. I think last session's footage actually looks okay. I'm still kind of weirded out by all the weird workarounds I need to do with this game. In particular, one thing that's kind of a bummer that I hope isn't an issue with Resident Evil 8 is that I think I mentioned the game looks super washed out to me right now. Like basically everything is like shades of white. Like the shelf is like at most gets to like medium brown and then like scales up towards white, and then that's the same for everything. It just looks like looks bad, and it's funny kind of reviewing the footage how much better the recording looks than what I'm actually experiencing, because for some reason the game won't record normally, or like it's not recording what I see on my screen. I'm hoping I can figure out some solution for Resident Evil 8, or hopefully there doesn't need to be a solution for Resident Evil 8. That's the incinerator room, workshop. I think this is the forward way we go. That has the bathtubs, yeah. I might stick with pistol for a minute. Build up some shotgun ammo. More handgun ammo. So I was thinking a little bit last night more about the mold, and I think that's maybe what we can talk about a little bit next. We'll probably end up not being able to finish that talking point because we'll relatively soon we will, oh yeah. Hi Wiggly. And one spawned behind me, of course. Just so we don't have to deal with both of them at the same time. There we go. Relatively soon, we're going to end up talking about the Evil Dead again. And it was sort of about the Evil Dead that I was thinking about the mold. But I think it's kind of interesting. Something that's really cool about the mold is I have always found it sort of fascinating to think about the ways in which phenomena in real life may have inspired certain legends, or like these things that we associate as being supernatural might have based themselves upon some kind of like real world experience. Oh, let's go to shotgun. Well, actually, you know what? I shot him so many times. Ow. There we go. Ow. I'll have to heal. Not that that's a huge issue. Dang. We're already almost out of pistol ammo. I've not been as accurate as I should be. I mean, I have more pistol ammo in the thing, so I could always go back. But I always think it's interesting that, like, certain legends, I think, probably came into existence prior to our observation of certain phenomena. But I also think that there are certain supernatural kind of beliefs or concepts that have passed down through different cultures that I think plausibly could be rooted in some kind of observation of the real world. Oh, chem fluid, excellent. I think strong chem fluid Let's do shotgun shells, maybe? Oh, enhanced handgun ammo, actually. Which, I don't know. Or I can get health plus. We don't have any of the stuff, though, to actually do that, so... So there's something about mold, and I'm also thinking about basements with, like, carbon monoxide or poison, like radon or something. Scorp... Oh. Really? Huh. I need a key. Did one of the guys I killed have it? But I think to myself, like, when you think about the concept of ghosts, the concept of curses, these kinds of things, the idea that a place is bad, and the place is bad because... Oh. The place is bad because ghost or curse or... It's a fundamentally evil place. It's I don't know, sullied ground in some capacity. Aha, dissection room key. I think that these concepts really echo possible, like, experiences that people had in the world. Like, radiation is another one, actually. Radiation. Radiation feels to me so much like a curse. Come on. Ah, doghead. Give.
I was gonna be your father. Now she says he will be her father. No. I will find him, and I will make him suffer. And you, my friend, will help me.
Dang. But, like, you think about what radiation is and how it exists in the world. Like, the idea of there's this force that's invisible to the naked eye that can just corrupt things and sort of, like, ruin things. Like, beyond traditional imagining. Let's do... I should not have done that. I didn't mean to do that, in fact. I'll heal once anyway. Whatever, that's fine. We can use it to make enhanced handgun ammo or something eventually. But, there's this force called radiation that can just ruin an object, like really, like, poison an object, and it's invisible and it can't be cleaned off. And it's so this is where he came through. Anything in here? If I miss bobbleheads, by the way, again, like, my visuals being so blown out, just really are gonna potentially make this kind of difficult. Oh, more chem fluid. Cool. Oh, yeah, there's the cop. Along with cows and meat hooks and things. But, like, a place can become irradiated, objects can become irradiated, and it can just cause harm to the people who occupy that place. And this is very much like the concept of a curse. Like the traditional way that we envision. More bags of guts. We got a cow, probably. That is, got some tentacles growing, maybe. Gunpowder, thank you. I will make some bullets. And I'm just going to make regular bullets for now. I think that makes more sense. I'll make strong bullets eventually, but... snake door. Don't have. But yeah, what it means for a place to be irradiated really is kind of like descriptive of our pop culture concept of what a curse is. I think that's kind of interesting. And the same can be said of like if you're in a place that had like for whatever reason, like carbon monoxide or radon or any number of these kind of invisible gases that just like poison you, and they like can fuck up your brain in a way that you suddenly start acting strange or suddenly change as a person. There's actually this whole theory that when you look at crime stats, crime actually used to be way worse in like the 70s and 80s. Violent crime in general, like muggings and street crime, so to speak. And some of the reason why that might have been the case in that moment is actually because leaded gas that was being used in cars, like we now use unleaded gas, leaded gas was releasing certain chemical compounds in the air that allegedly like make people more aggressive, and like the levels of those chemicals in the air as they have declined has basically like matched decline of street violence pretty perfectly. Okay, well we'll pick up this topic after this, but we got a boss fight, and we have not yet really touched upon Evil Dead very much, other than the fact that it's like one of the big influences of this game. Hello, Jack.
You ain't getting away.
Slash, he gets all gross. Ow. Oh, is he already going over? Yes. Ow. Oh, I gotta turn it on. Come on, turn on. Oh, it's on. Ow. Just gonna... Oh! My chainsaw turned off. I should heal. Oh. Ow. Almost got him. So, there we go. This should probably be rule of 3 in boss battles. Ah. Okay. Oh, and there's his legs. Still attempting to walk. Kind of reminds me of the end of Club Dread, which is a horror comedy.
Do me a favor and stay dead.
They cut the villain in half at the end of the film, and he's implied to be dead. And they get away on a boat, and you see his lower half, his legs, swimming after them, which is just meant to be a gag. But, I mean, I guess this is too. That's probably not an intentional reference on their part, but I always thought that was a funny visual, seeing these legs kicking after them, trying to get in. But yeah, so the whole... I believe we got the line. I'm not 100... I should actually double-check the audio, but I believe we got the line that when he grabbed his chainsaw scissors thing, he said groovy, which is like one of the most blatant references to the Evil Dead series. Ash Williams, the main protagonist of Evil Dead, famously wields a chainsaw, and in Evil Dead 2, after he loses his hand to a chainsaw, which is obviously something that happened to Ethan, as we see on his stitches there. After he loses his hand to a chainsaw, they actually find a way to like hook a chainsaw up to his arm, because it's kind of like, okay, well, I have a stump on that side, so I'm gonna like attach this tool. No, well, and our chainsaw just broke. But when he hooks it up, he famously utters the line "groovy," as portrayed by Bruce Campbell. And I don't know. We'll have to listen for the audio, but I don't know if he ever says it. But the other kind of famous line that Ash utters is "Hail to the King, baby," which Duke Nukem would reference, I believe, as memory serves. But that was always kind of this thing tied to the fact that Bruce Campbell almost looks like a caricature of Elvis. Like he has this, like he looks like if you tried to make Elvis in a video game character creator and just like stretched everything a little too far, maybe. And he also has similarly this like sort of rich, rounded timbre to his voice that sort of recalls Elvis as well. But Evil Dead is all about curses, and that is actually what got me to this thing about thinking about gas and radiation and things as being somehow adjacent to curses. And here's Grandma. She has been... It seems as though she is maybe not wheeling her... Or, like, we thought Jack was maybe wheeling her around. Maybe she's wheeling herself around. It's kind of hard to say at this point. Well, I have more than enough stuff, so I'm just gonna... I actually don't need to worry too much about... what do I want to do? Let's get the handgun ammo over, because I'm pretty low. I changed my mind. I don't know if we need the scorpion key anymore. I can't actually recall. We have so much stuff, though. I'm not terribly worried. We could save, but I'm not too worried about that either. because we're about to get another fresh save point. Hello, Grandma. For the sake of saying it, when it comes to mechanical things, the game does not let you aim your gun at Grandma. So I'm actually, if I press the aim button or press the attack button, it is completely non-responsive. Like, it is not an option to attack her. Yeah, Evil Dead was sort of a throwback to 50s horror in a way, which is why, like, Elvis, not that Elvis was ever really in horror movies, but like they're kind of leaning on this Elvis theming with Bruce Campbell. Did I open you, by the way? No. Oh, also there's one other bauble that I know I missed. I was remembering it the other day. I was thinking about the shotgun, and as I was reviewing the footage, I saw it. I think it's up here. No, maybe it's in the rec room. It's next to a door in like one of those little window things. I'll have to check. I mean, I checked the footage already, but yeah, Evil Dead is like the original Evil Dead, at least, is 5 students at Michigan State University, which is like a peculiar specificity related to the fact that like Sam Raimi is a Michigan guy, and so is Bruce Campbell. Like they're I think, oh, Graham's gone already. I think they're from Royal Oak. I can't remember. But they're both Michigan guys. So it takes place in Michigan. 5 students from Michigan State decide to oh, there we go. Haha. And we don't yet have the crow key or the snake key. So go out to a cabin. There is this compulsion when they reach the cabin, even before they have found the supernatural object at the core of the franchise. There's this compulsion that one of the women has to, she's sort of speaking in tongues, and she starts writing some stuff, and she draws sort of obsessively, intuitively. Oh, we're outside the house now, by the way, everybody. We out here. Let's see. Anything back here? Let's check around for items. The trailer right there is actually our save room out here. But let's grab some stuff before we get in there. But yeah, so the compulsion begins even prior to unlocking the thing, finding the thing. But they eventually find lockpick. Thank you. They don't find a lockpick. I found a lockpick. They eventually find this book. It's the Necronomicon. Like they don't call it that. They call it something else. But they find the book, and the idea of it sort of like corrupting their minds certainly goes back to this idea I was mentioning about, like, I don't know, something kind of taking over your mind is very a common thing in horror. It's also very Lovecraftian, but Lovecraft was already thinking about this idea. Like he was influenced by natural phenomenon. I mean, he was also influenced by racism because he was horrifically racist, but he was influenced by natural phenomenon. Like, let's see. We're going to get our antique coins out real quick because we now have a reason to use them. So these bird cages, you pay the coins to unlock their contents. We have another steroids. We have a stabilizer, which increases reload speed, and then we have a magnum. Another antique coin. Picture of the family again. It's too late for them. So this is where Zoe, the daughter who's still mostly sane, was kind of cooped up to stay away from her family. My body's feeling weirder and weirder. Soon I'll become like Mom and Dad. It's all her fault. Should I run? No, I can't. I'm dead if she finds out. That woman she was with, Mia, she knows something. If I had the serum, I could cure myself. I'll have to find out more. So I think it's becoming pretty clear. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler at this point to point out this idea. Little girl is Evelyn. Evelyn was with Mia. Mia somehow came here, and a lot of the fixations seem to be around Evelyn. Like we heard Jack in the basement. Oh, it's an actual real refrigerator with... I don't even know what those bottles would be, but real food, not gross food. I think I'm actually going to get the stabilizer because I have 5 coins. Cool. And then I can actually just pre-put in the coin on here. I'm not going to go after the Magnum. But the stabilizer I also think is technically a full heal, but I just want it now, so I'm going to do it. So faster reload speed, certainly a good thing. There's also gross toilet. We have also notes, to-do lists, broken handgun. So we'll put away the broken handgun. I could probably put away the gunpowder. I know where I want to use the lockpick, I think, so I'll put that away for now. We don't have any scorpion doors out here, I don't believe, so I'll put that away too. I'll put away the herb. Let's go pick up some more items in the yard. I think we're going to get a phone call momentarily, though. Yep.
You made it. You're the first I've ever seen make it this far.
So what is it you need me to do? Is it going to help me get out of here?
Yes. Now listen carefully, Ethan. My family and our bodies are contaminated. I can't leave the property unless I get it out. And the same goes for Mia.
Is there a way to get it out?
We need the serum. It should clear whatever this stuff is out of the body. As long as you're not too far gone.
All right. So where is it?
If I knew where one was, I'd already be long gone. But I have a feeling my mother has hidden some inside the old house somewhere.
So if we get this thing, I can help Mia and we can get out of here?
Right. And so can I. The old house is near the water. You can't miss it.
All right.
I just hope you can handle my mother.
Your mother?
Be careful. They'll be looking for you.
So it's funny, she said, they'll be looking for you. Which relates in part to another thing we already got a little bit of. Jack said, I'm going to squash you like a bug. And he said, don't tell Marguerite, though, that. So, it's obvious Marguerite's theming is around bugs. So, let's save real quick, just in case. Cool. But yeah, Zoe has confirmed for us what I was just saying, that like their bodies are contaminated, and there's only so much that can be done about that. So that relates to this Lovecraft story, racism aside. One of Lovecraft's least racist stories, actually, Locked. One of his least racist stories, and I would argue his best, is a really, really cool short story called The Color Out of Space. Psycho Stims, thank you. And we have some key card readers here. So I think I'm actually going to take the psychostims because it'll clear out an inventory space. Oh no, it's supplements. Can I make psychostims? I can. Okay, so I'm going to take those. Psychostims let you find items more easily. So that's a puzzle. Oh yeah, that's a thing we unlock later. It's a puzzle. Let's see. Let's make sure we get our psychostimulants used properly. Color Out of Space, though, is about this farm, this family farm. So similar thing, actually, to what's going on here, and I wonder if it was kind of an influence. Repair kit. Why, thank you. And we got herb. Did I miss anything back here? I did. There's the separating agent, so you can actually use that to take stuff apart. So if you really want to, like, break supplements down, or break psychostims down, for example, into chem fluid and supplements. That's the old house. So we will go there last. Let's make sure we use the psychostims to their full effect. Gunpowder, thank you. I'm going to try to sprint around and make sure we get everything we can. We might have actually cleared out the yard. Though, actually, there's something there. That might be in a zone we don't have access to. I think we're good. We could go up. I know where I want to. I think I know where I want to use the lockpick, but it's kind of a lot of backtracking, so it's not an outrageous amount. But I mean, oh yeah, and then it reads these as things we can get, which is kind of funny. So the repair kit is kind of a funny thing. I think that the first Resident Evil also did this, but like we have a broken handgun, and then the shotgun that we used to obtain our current shotgun was also a broken shotgun. So you can use the repair kit to repair one of the broken weapons. We can't quite do that right now. So I'm going to put that away. I mean, I could do it on the broken handgun, but I think I actually want to hold on to my current handgun for a minute. I'm going to at least exhaust its ammo before I do anything, because it has 10 bullets. I don't want to waste those. I'll put that away. We'll put this away. We'll put this away. I think we're good. We'll save one more time. But yeah, Color Out of Space is also about a family farm. It's told from the perspective of actually this like researcher who's going out to the family farm to interview, or like not to the farm itself because the farm's long gone, but it's he's talking to people about like what happened at the farm and why is it abandoned and what's up with this plot of land that's now dead and there's no plant life there. And it is a sci-fi story. Ultimately, it's about like a meteor comes crashing down and there's this very impossible kind of inhuman encounter with it, with something that happens. And this is where Mia's videotape took place, by the way. But it was largely an allegory for radiation poisoning. Like Lovecraft is like deeply disturbed by reading these reports of what radiation does to the body, and like what subsequently happens is that like whatever the thing is not only essentially irradiates the land, but it also here we go. Oh, just full of bugs. But it poisons the water in their well, so it's like they end up kind of spreading the radiation even further, because they're taking this contaminated water from their well and using it on their plants, and they're drinking the water themselves, and they're cleaning their house with this water and all of these kinds of things. Well, since I'm trying to get rid of ammo, so here's the bug house. But it's actually a really disturbing story, and it's really sad because you do see the downfall of this family. And I reloaded when I shouldn't have. Okay, I gotta avoid the compulsion. And here we have a description of the flamethrower. I gotta avoid the compulsion to reload in between. We have a very, very broken house. Damaged by the water, it was mentioned actually 3 years ago, I believe, in one of the documents. She's upstairs, don't go up. Ow. Maybe I can't go this way yet. What about this way? But it's really disturbing. It actually reminds me a lot of this game. Again, I don't know if it was an intentional reference. It may have been, it may have not been, but there's something about like the downfall of this family gradually becoming corrupted. Ow. 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 That needs a lockpick. Get over here, bug. There we go. Gotcha. More shotgun shells, thank you. What do we got in here? Oh, more solid fuel. Lovely. And I think this is the other side of that room. No. Different. Let's keep exploring. Out here. Psychostims. What do we got in here? Another lockpick. Lovely. And we can't yet go this way. We need a crank. We have to turn a crank to get that. To go that way. Let's see what's down this path. But yeah, the mold I think very much functions in a way similar to all these things I've described. Like I could imagine, you know, I don't think it's like, I don't think it's an outrageous proposal to think about herb. Don't have enough space for the burner nozzle. I could have sworn maybe it's across the way. What do we want to do? Let's... Well, I can make another healing item and heal real quick. Which will be nice. Does that take up 2 spots? That's kind of annoying. Even if it did oh, no, there we go. Okay. I could have sworn that we have an inventory upgrade in here. Maybe it's in the side with the crank. But yeah, mold operates in the same way. It's this thing that kind of like is growing insidiously. I guess bacteria would do the same thing. I mean, like, I think that's maybe some of the fundamental fear that you get within virus stories. The idea that, like, there's this problem that's almost invisible that can spread. And we'll use the lockpick immediately. Stop it. 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 Go away. Go away. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Gotta run. Like, there's a problem of some kind that is Hard to describe, almost invisible. Don't reload. Gotcha. Gotcha. Old house map, thank you. Gotcha. There's this problem that's almost invisible. You know, not that viruses are invisible. Like we can obviously look at them under a microscope, but like to a person hundreds of years ago, they were functionally invisible. I mean, to a person now, they're functionally invisible. You know, like if you don't have the equipment required, you know, there's certainly not any reason that you would be able to sort of verify your own viral infection. I mean, that's actually something that we're seeing right now with like coronavirus. Strange though that may be. That like people don't believe it, and like people don't necessarily have the tools required to like investigate these things on their own. Don't have enough space for that. But maybe this is where I get inventory upgrade. I know it's across one of these gangplanks. Haha, backpack. Yes. I now have more inventory slots, which means I can grab that. Is there anything else? Seems like a place that a bobblehead would be, but I don't see one. The idea that you can become like infected though or corrupted with this like invisible thing, and there was always this thing like before like contemporary germ theory, there was this concern of like vapors, the idea of like bad air, like evil air, potentially being this corrupting force that kills you. And it's, you know, it's a primitive understanding of what's happening, but like in a sense it's actually kind of accurate. Like there's a certain kind of accuracy to it. You know what? Maybe I'll just put you away. Broken handgun. Repair kit. Let's get some. Let's see. Combine. Now we have a relatively powerful handgun. And let's make some more bullets. I know I left behind 7, but like, whatever. Chem fluid. I think I'll do. Let's make 2 sets of bullets. Cool. So we got our handgun upgraded. Oh, Bobble. Hello. Yeah. We gotta keep exploring this old house, but I think I'm gonna call this one quits. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of warming up for the day, so I apologize. My speaking was a little bit rambly today, but I do think it's really fascinating to think about, like, the mold works very well as this, like, symbolic corruption because it can grow everywhere. And I think it is interesting because, like, in the body it would sort of be invisible, but as it sort of takes over the house, I think it becomes an interesting symbolic, like, representation of the curse. Like, for visual media, it certainly works. And we can talk about that a little bit more maybe next session. So I'm going to save again real quick. And we'll continue with this conversation next time.